Good evening. Once again, welcome in to the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set for this second in our Appalachian Athletic Conference doubleheader. Jared Wright bringing you the action here as the Truett McConnell University Bears come to town to try to knock off the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Both teams coming in as two of the three top teams inside the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Truett McConnell under John Ye in his 9th season, assisted by Jackson Britton, Kyler Ingram, and they got Chaplain Dusty Rogers listed as well. They are 4-1, 4-0 inside the AAC, and they have won their last 4 games. They dropped a season opener on the road at Voorhees 65-52, but then have rattled off wins on the road at St. Andrews 88-71, Point at home 59-55, Johnson at home 93-72, and then coming off a road win at Reinhardt on Tuesday 74-57. They were preseason 5th, but again they are tied with Wesleyan and one other team at the top of the AAC standings as undefeated conference schedules. On the other side for Rayston in his 5th season, Reggie Jackson in his 3rd at his side. Bulldogs are 4-0 on the season, 3-0 inside the AAC, 2-0 here at home. And they, of course, have won all 4 of their ball games. They were preseason 4th. They picked up the first season opener, home opener. That was against Coastal Georgia, 87-72, and then went on the road against Kentucky Christian, winning a large scoring game, 98-92 in that matchup, before playing a couple of exhibition games against Tusculum and Tennessee Tech. Of course, those are what they call paycheck games. But then they picked up a win last Saturday against Columbia International here at home, 80-76, one that was really never in doubt for them. And then at Bryan on Tuesday night, they won on essentially a buzzer beater by Cam Montgomery, winning 62-59. They had a small halftime lead and were able to come away with the victory on the road in Dayton. And that's how we get to see the top 2 teams currently in the AAC standings. Wesleyan comes in averaging 81.8 points per game. That's good for 3rd in the conference. Truett McConnell on the other side, 7th at 73.2. Truett McConnell does shoot the ball well from the field at 47.9, good for 3rd in the conference. But there's Wesleyan at the top with 50.4 as their average. At 3-point, it's the Bulldogs and the advantage there. They are 3rd in the conference, 36.1, and Truett McConnell sets in last at 12. 68%, almost 69% from the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. It gives them a slight advantage over the 64.9 for Truett McConnell. Bulldogs and the Bears, they both rebounded very well, sitting at 2nd and 3rd. Truett McConnell with 39.8, Bulldogs at 38, even a game. So expect a good matchup on the boards. Bulldogs do share the ball much better. 15.3 is their average, good for 3rd in the conference compared to 10.6 per game. One thing that you can expect from Truett McConnell is they will defend the rim very well. They are 4th in the conference in blocks per game at 3.4, and they've got a lot of big men that do it inside. None other than Anaka Frankie. He's a 6'8 grad forward from Cameroon. He is 11th in the conference in rebounds per game and 9th in the conference in blocks per game. So he will be a guy to watch out for, along with number 10, C.J. Brown, 6'4 redshirt junior. From Miami, Florida. He is 6th in the nation in the conference in blocks per game. And so the big man inside will be tough for Tennessee Wesleyan to defend. Looking at the matchup last year, this is a series that Wesleyan has been of late on the losing end. They've dropped the last 3, 2 of those here at home by margins of 16-9, and then lost on the road last year by 17 over in Cleveland, Georgia. All time the series is even 11-11, so we'll see that streak break here. And a chance for Wesleyan, if they can pick up the win, will be 5-5 against Truett McConnell here at home. They are 5-5 on the road. These 2 teams have matched up in the postseason 3 times already, but it has been Truett McConnell of late. In that game last year, Wesleyan was led by Elisha Mayberry, who's had a hot hand here so far this season. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds. Jonathan Webb added 11. Ray Tyler added 10. And Brennan Tyler, who graduated, added 7 in that matchup. On the other side for Truett McConnell, it was Frankie with 18, E.J. Smith with 11, and K.J. Raleigh with 12 for their double-figure scores. K.J. not listed here tonight, but Smith and Frankie are. And so we're going to pause here for the national anthem to be played here at James L. Robb. All right, as we continue looking at this matchup here, again, there's been 12 double-digit games. Wesleyan has won 7 of those. Truett McConnell has won 5, but Truett McConnell has had at least the last 2 double-digit games. There's been 3 20-point games. Wesleyan is 2-1 in those, one of those being here. But in the last 3 matchups, it's Truett McConnell winning by an average of 14 points. So let's run down the starting lineups real quick. Number 2, E.J. Smith for the Bears, 6'2", junior guard from Atlanta, Georgia, averaging 11 points a game. 4, Brent Kelly, a 5'11", senior guard from Gainesville, Georgia, averaging 11 points a game as well. Number 10, C.J. Brown, 6'4", redshirt forward from Miami, Florida, averaging 8 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game. 13, Raul Ares Ortega, a 6'3", sophomore guard from Dominican Republic, averaging 12.8 points per game, along with 3 rebounds per game. And number 15, Anaka Frankie, 6'8", graduate forward from Cameroon. On the other side, for Ray Stone and his Bulldogs, they will start number 3, Ray Tyler, a 6-foot sophomore guard from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's averaging 14.5 points per game, which is good for 15th in the conference. He's also one of the best shooters, a top 11 shooter in the conference, 53%. Elisha Mayberry, number 13, 6'5", senior guard from Ball Ground, Georgia, 14.8 points per game to go along with 8.8 rebounds per game. That's good for 6th in the conference, 14 in the conference in points per game, and he's the conference's best three-point shooter at 80% per game. Peyton West, number 20, 6-foot sophomore guard from Monterey, Tennessee. He's 6-point average, also averages 3.3 assists per game. That's good for 7th in the conference. And he's one of the top 6 shooters from the charity stripe at 83.3%. 22, Kobe Pride, 6'9", sophomore center from Unionville, Tennessee, averaging 12.5 points per game to go along with 5.3 rebounds per game. And his average of 55% from the floor is good for 7th in the conference, averages 1 block a game, which is 8th in the conference. And then Jonathan Webb, number 30, 6'5", senior guard from Alcoa, Tennessee, 14.5 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, along with 2.3 steals, has him 2nd in the conference in that category, and top 15 in points per game. Shoots the ball well from on the floor altogether and behind the arc. He's in the top 13 in both of those categories. So expect a good one here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Appreciate you tuning in. 2 20-minute halves coming your way. Tennessee Wesleyan and Truett McConnell. Truett McConnell in navy blue uniforms, gold numerals trimmed in a very faint sky blue. And then Tennessee Wesleyan, all white uniforms, royal blue numbers trimmed in gray. It'll be Pride and Frankie to tip it off here from James L. Robb Gymnasium. And Frankie ends up getting the double tipped. And so Truett McConnell will have it first offensively and try to stop the Bulldogs. Will try to stop them. Man-to-man defense being shown currently by the Bulldogs. Played a lot of zone against CIU on Saturday, but this one's blocked, and it'll go out of bounds off the hands of Ray Tyler. But Bulldogs playing good defensively inside early. Being tested right there. Inbound comes into Smith. Smith, a couple of pump fake, Brown, C.J. Brown. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Bulldogs able to stop that one. And so they get the turnover calls there by the shot clock violation. Peyton West controlling it. He'll work it to the left side of the floor. Jonathan Webb thought about the three. Kind of cut off there by Ortega. Now Pride inside, goes up against Brown. That gets Wesleyan on the board first. Kobe Pride, nice take inside. Able to get him on the board, close to being a dunk. Frankie inside, working against Pride. Fall away two is no good. Rebound is corralled. Well, it's poked out of bounds by Mayberry. Smith had it almost. They're going to shot clock at 20. Truett McConnell coming off of one of their better games at shooting. 49% against Reinhardt, 56% against Johnson. Frankie inside, him and Pride battling. Pride forced a bad shot. Frankie hits the floor, grabs his head, but he's back to his feet now. Wesleyan 5 on 4. Now Frankie rejoins him. West on the far side, the feed from Webb. Air bought it, Pride got it. Kick out to Ray Tyler. The lefty will shoot it and drill it. Wesleyan quickly out to a 5-point lead. Here's E.J. Smith with it, and that's going to be a moving screen against Brown. This crowd fired up into this one. A lot of students, a lot of student athletes here at Tennessee Wesleyan, and a lot of them making their way to the gym after their practices have ended. So you got a lacrosse team across the way, soccer teams, baseball team. A lot of players here watching some of their classmates in this one. Feed inside. Mayberry goes up on the right side. It's good. 7-0 Bulldogs in front. Good feed in there as well. Right side with it is Ortega. Ortega gets tripped, and Danny Chandler, one of the referees here, a local guy, is going to make that call against Kobe Pride. His first. Team first. Frankie is going to be a guy inside that Wesleyan men have got to watch. He has done a lot of damage against them over the last several years. One of the graduate players as Ortega misses the first one. He'll get another shot at it. He makes this one. Get Truett McConnell on the board for the first time. Webb with it out front. Now West has it. High screen from Pride. Good pick and roll, but West was clogged up, couldn't get it. Webb pump fake, gets a defender in the air and loses it on the way up. They're going to say it was tipped out of bounds. 11 on the shot clock. Ray Tyler to key it in underneath. Wesleyan in a box. Outlet comes to West. They'll set it up. Ray Tyler comes baseline and gets it in the far corner. Trying to do something with the shot clock down to 3. Number 3 is going to pull it and short. Pride gets the offensive board and the putback. Good second chance opportunity for the Bulldogs. It's number 4, Brent Kelly, trying to drive inside. He'll dish it back out to Brown. Brown driving, and now he'll flip it outside to Ortega. Back to Brown it comes, around his back to Frankie, either as a pass or deflected, but Frankie was there with the quick hands. Kelly now working against West, trying to push him away and gets the fadeaway jumper for their first field goal. 6-point lead, though, still for the Bulldogs. Webb with it, working against Ortega. This pass deflected. It's going to be a fast break here for Brown, but West catches up. Jonathan Webb blocks it from behind. Outstanding job by Jonathan Webb to send that one to the baseline. Trailing on the play. And that gets the Bulldog faithful on their feet. Inbounds comes to Ortega. 3 for him. Off the mark, no good. And now Webb's going to get called on this one. Try to get the block here. That's going to be his first, team second. Confumba Torre from Miami, Florida will step to the line. 6'6" senior forward, 55% shooter on the season. Pretty good rebounder as well, 5.6 per game. Makes the first one. And good, 2 for 2 there. 4-point game. Ray Tyler in control. Sends it over to Mayberry. Mayberry trying to back down his defender and Smith. Into the lane, sky hook. Does get the roll off the glass and the rim. Back to a 6-point lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. Here's Kelly with it, working against West. Pretty good guard matchup right there. Torre sends it over to Smith, and back around it comes into the hands of Kelly. Kelly floater from the right side of the lane. Ball's tipped up. Coming away with it there was Smith. He feeds it into Torre. Torre and has got him back to within 4. Baseline feed to Pride. Pride swings it back around. Man-to-man defense being shown. West, nice drive down the right side and just glides for an easy finger roll off the glass. High screen there from Ortega for Kelly, and now they're going to get an offensive foul on Torre. That's our first foul. Actually, take it back. That's their second. Just the scoreboard here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Bringing you the action and running the scoreboard. Mayberry flips it over to Webb. Webb, near side 3. Nothing but net there for Jonathan Webb. 9-point lead. Trying to answer back was Kelly, and that one bounces up and over the backboard. And Coach Ye wants to talk it over with his team. So timeout on the floor by Truett McConnell. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Timeout by Truett McConnell. 14:53 showing on the game clock. 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Their largest of the ball game. And they'll have the ball. Ray Tyler bringing it up the floor. Looks left side to Jonathan Webb. Now it's Kobe Pride with it. Back to Webb. A little handoff off the screen, and Webb's going to airball this one. Just a little too much. Looking to the official to give him a contact foul on the shot, but it didn't work. Kelly to Torre, over to Smith. Wesleyan man-to-man defense being shown. Bringing it out of the corner is Kelly, poked away by West from behind. Good hands, West from Mayberry. Goes inside, floater off the right side, no good. Arias Ortega pulls it down. Left side, Smith with it. They have yet to try to go to Frankie inside. Pride's got some good defense in there. That's a big matchup. 6'8" versus 6'9", advantage by an inch to Kobe Pride. Both of them very lengthy arms. Now they go to to Frankie just inside the free throw line. Gets his own rebound off the miss. Now goes back up, and he finally gets on the board. 16-9. 7-point game. Far side, it's Mayberry trying to work baseline. Reverse, instead he'll pass it off to Pride. Pride double team, spins into the lane. Loaded jumper, no good from about 6 feet. Hit off the left side of the rim. Now a drive by Kelly. Gets Truett McConnell into double figures. 5-point game with 13 minutes to play in the half. Feed down low to Pride. He's going to be double teamed and finds the open man and Ray Tyler on the left wing. 3 is off the mark. Kelly able to tip the rebound to himself defensively. And Truett McConnell looking to make it a one-possession game. Wesleyan trying to buckle down. Mayberry, good defense right there. Gets the rebound, clears it out to Tyler. Bulldogs have numbers. Webb near corner 3. Off the back iron. Ray Tyler gets the rebound, trying to go up strong. Forces it, but Webb gets the backside rebound and hit the floor. But they'll only get the 2. Good hustle by Jonathan Webb, though. But then Wesleyan not able to get back transition. Defense gives up a 3 to Smith. And so it's back to a 4-point game, 18-14. Ray Tyler with it. Feed down low to Webb. Webb double pumps, hits the floor again, but Jonathan Webb still cannot get the officials to blow the whistle for him. Not for lack of trying. Webb leads all scorers with 7 currently. Feed inside to Frankie. Mayberry almost had a hand on it. Frankie trying to work against Pride. Short on the shot. Good defense by Kobe Pride inside. West calling it out. 6-point lead here for Wesleyan. Pride feeds it to Ray Tyler on the cut. Back to Pride from 15 feet. And he strokes it. Kobe Pride gets him an 8-point advantage. Bulldogs started this game 7-0 run. Ortega trying to drive, and he gets it. A lot of contact, no whistle on that one. Officials letting them play early on. West across midcourt with it. Mayberry looking to get it to Ray Tyler. He's able to do it. Now Mayberry left open. He'll drive inside, bounce pass back to Pride, and they're going to get a foul on Kobe Pride, just trying to chase down Ortega. And that's going to be Pride's second foul. And that's going to be the 3rd on the Bulldogs. So Wesleyan's going to get a couple of subs into the ball game. That's going to be number 4, Cam Montgomery. Again, he hit the game winner against Bryan on Tuesday night, 5'11" sophomore guard from Ottawa, Tennessee, along with number 23, Darius Rozier, a 6'5" junior center from Manchester, Tennessee. Into the game for Truett McConnell's number 3, Akil Covington, 5'11" junior guard from Athens, Georgia, transfer from Emmanuel College. 33, Corey Seats, 6'8" junior forward from Cumming, Georgia. That's going to be a drive by Smith. He gets the lay-in there. Back to a 4-point game. 22-18. Now Wesleyan turns it over. Montgomery and Tyler not able to communicate well on that one. Montgomery gives a tap of the chest. He knows. Says it was his fault. Also out there for the Bears, it's number 12, R.J. Bryant, 6'4" junior guard from Jacksonville, Florida. And he's got it over there, and he's going to travel. A wet spot on the floor, and teammates are going to help him up, but it's going to be a turnover that goes the Bulldogs' way. Cam Montgomery running the point, sends it over to Mayberry, now to Webb. Rozier calling for it down low, but He's been worked outside. Now he's back to the post. Now they're going to get Mayberry with the travel, and so a couple of turnovers back-to-back here for both ball clubs. Coach John Ye calling out the play. It's his ball club looking to cut this to a one-possession game. Montgomery guarding Covington very closely. Now Ray Tyler out there on Smith. Feed down low to Seats. Gets the pass back inside. Skyhook left side, no good. Ball comes off the rim hard. But Rozier able to pick it away for the Bulldogs. Top of the key, Rozier by his man. Gets stuck with the help defense. Mayberry drives, feeds to Rozier, and he goes up. He's going to get 2 shots coming his way. Story is going to pick up his second. Rozier gave him a little touch on the cheek after the shot, but it'll be Darius at the line. Averages 3.5 points per game. First one is good. Back to a 5-point game. First point we've had in a minute and a half. Webb will exit, number 15. Zaylin Callahan, 6'1" freshman guard from Powder Springs, Georgia, will step in for the Bulldogs. And that's the first miss for Rozier on the season. It is C.J. Brown back in the game for the Bears. E.J. Smith with it. Callahan right there on him. And kind of flip it over to Brown. Now Smith gets stuck inside and throws it off a Wesleyan defender. Ortega coming back in for E.J. Smith. Shot clock down to 10. Rozier guarding the inbounder. Good size there. Bounce pass inside. Wesleyan gets a block from Mayberry. 8.5 to play in transition. Montgomery goes up strong on the left side. Doesn't get the bucket, but he'll get 2 shots. This one's going to be on number 12, R.J. Bryant. His first, team 4th, and so Cam Montgomery has stepped to the line. 71.4% shooter. Makes the first one. 6-point game. 8:32 to play here in the first half. Second one is good. 25-18. A 3-possession game. Brown flips it over to Bryant. Wesleyan still showing that man-to-man. Their zone defense against CIU last weekend looked really well. They're feeling they match up better man-to-man here against the Bears. Baseline feed now. Inside, Skyhook, no good. Rozier gets the rebound. 2 good defensive rebounds for Darius. Layup on the left side is great for Ray Tyler, uncontested. Got around the outside quickly, and it's a 9-point lead. Ties the largest of the game. Near corner, Ortega for 3, too strong. Big offensive board by Seats. His layup missed. Ortega gets that one, and finally that one goes. 27-20. And that one's going to be on Covington. That's going to be the 5th on Truett McConnell. Back come Kelly and Frankie for the Bears. Sits, and Ortega will take a breather. Ray Tyler trying to get around a screen from Mayberry. Gets down to the low block. Flips it back out to Callahan. Now a feed into Rozier on the block. Gives it right back to Ray Tyler. Layup strong but missed it. Ball's on the ground. Coming away with it is Bryant. Quickly up to Ortega. And Callahan is going to get the foul called on him. That's his first. West is going to check in for Ray Tyler. Ortega is going to step to the line. Try to cut this down to a 2-possession game. If he can make this free throw. 60% shooter on the season. I think they had to get him to tuck his jersey in, but he's got that ready to go now. And he does. Cuts the deficit for Truett McConnell down to 6. Bulldogs with West up the floor. Far side. Big screen from Rozier. West gets out of the double team. Now to Mayberry. Rozier for 3. Drills it. There's Rozier. Kept it on the perimeter. Got the feed from Mayberry and knocks it down. Ties the lead. Largest of the game. And now Ortega just kind of picked up the ball and shoved an elbow, but Wesleyan's going to pick up their 5th foul, so both teams at 5 fouls apiece. West picks up his first for the Bulldogs. Ortega to inbound it. Trying to get it in. And that's going to go through the hands of Bryant. And as some people say, the ball don't lie. Bulldogs get that turnover. E.J. Smith coming back in. Left side of the floor, Callahan with it. Rozier at the high post, looking to try to set up. Now Mayberry in the short corner near side. Couple of crossovers. Spins back out of it. Rozier against Frankie. Callahan now goes inside. Dishes it back out to West. West puts it on the floor, trying to get in between them, and that's gets away with the travel. A lot of contact. Rozier, 15-foot fall away at the buzzer. Is good on the shot clock. Beater. And that's the largest lead of the game for the Bulldogs at double figures of 11. Now it's Brown trying to cut into that, but he didn't. Rozier is going to get fouled by Frankie. Frankie not happy with the little ticky-tack call, but it goes in the favor of the Bulldogs as he ran over Darius Rozier on the rebound. Good job by Rozier to take that one. 15, Callahan will check out. And Wesleyan will see number 24, Colby Billingsley, junior guard out of Sweetwater, Tennessee, will check into the ball game. His mom, Shelby, an alum of Tennessee Wesleyan. So a lot of legacy student athletes here at Tennessee Wesleyan. Parents attending, some of them playing. Billingsley with it out front. Moves it into the near or far corner to Rozier. Rozier gets it inside to Mayberry. Mayberry, hard take on the baseline, no good. And they're going to say it's a shot clock violation, which stops it momentarily, but it will be Truett McConnell's ball anyway because they got in the rebound. Out front with it is Brown. Brown driving right side. Mayberry tried to hit it but couldn't. It's 34-25. 4:15 to play in this one. Now Wesleyan turns it over. Fast break opportunity for the Bears. Peyton West trying to cut it down, but Truett McConnell able to get the lay in there. 7-point game. Two-three zone being shown really by Truett McConnell, or 3-2 almost. Yeah, that's a 3-2 zone. Mayberry had Billingsley open in the corner. Now they move it around. Montgomery, top of the key for three. Off the left side, no good. Rebound corralled there by Kelly. Now three-quarter court pass to Ortega. Flip out quickly to E.J. Smith. His three is off the back iron. West controls it. Gets trapped in the corner. And he gets the foul called, and that's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity coming for Tennessee Wesleyan. It's going to be Smith's first foul. So Peyton West will step to the line. First trip there tonight. Montgomery out, Webb back in for Tennessee Wesleyan. Peyton makes the first one. 8-point game. 3:27 to play here in the first half. Misses the second one. Frankie pulls in the big rebound. Top of the key, it's Brown. Calling for some help, looking for it. Now gets it to E.J. Smith on the right side. Truett McConnell gets it to Ortega. Working from the AAC logo against Webb. 15-foot fall away. No good. Brown comes across the lane, gets the big rebound. Kelly feeds it inside to Brown. Brown shoves an elbow. No call. Now blocked by Mayberry against Kelly. Bulldogs get the stop they need there. West with it. Truett McConnell very athletic, quick on defense, able to get back. This one's going to go out of bounds off of Wesleyan. Wesleyan's going to get another sub in there for Mayberry to give him a breather. Number 2 is 6'5" freshman guard from Deltona, Florida, Carradine Hardrick. West is going to pick up Kelly just across midcourt. Clock down to 2:20. An 8-point lead for the Bulldogs. Frankie away from the basket, setting a high screen for E.J. Smith. Floater on the right side of the lane, no good. Rozier, big box out and rebound in front of Frankie. West now tries to go around a screen from Rozier, out to Webb. Passes up the three. Instead, he'll get it to West in the near corner, who takes the three and drills it. Good unselfish play by Webb, gets the assist. Feeding it to West. That's going to be an offensive foul there. Brent Kelly picking it up. Don't get to shoot on the player control foul, but Wesleyan's going to get Ray Tyler in for Billingsley. .142 to play here in the first half. Bulldogs have led from the jump. Now Rozier loses it. Frankie's going to pick up his second foul. That's a big one. It's going to be the 9th foul, and Rozier is going to go back to the line. He's 1 for 2 there today. Leads all scorers, at least for the Bulldogs, with 8 points. And he's tied with Ortega for Truett McConnell with the most. Chance to become the first double-figure scorer tonight. If he can knock down 2, but he's going to make the first one. And he doesn't. The man, Brent Kelly's going to get the rebound. Pushes up to E.J. Smith, back to Kelly. Kelly cuts inside. Strong drive, and he's going to get bailed out on a foul there. That one's going to be on Ray Tyler, his first. Team 6th. .38-27. Knock that down to a 10-point game here. 121. Kelly misses the second one. Rozier battling for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds off of Brown. And Wesleyan, the official student section is across the gym from the Wesleyan bench, but there's quite a bit of Bulldog faithful right behind the team bench. Very loud on this end. It's always great to see other student athletes out here supporting each other. So we approach 60 seconds to go here in the half. Ray Tyler against Brown. Rozier calling for it against Frankie. He's got 2 fouls. Might want to be a guy you attack. Floater on the baseline from Tyler. Doesn't get the roll. Rozier gets a big board. Missed it. This one's tipped out. Ray Tyler, well, he had it momentarily. Frankie comes away with it. Up to Ortega in transition. Ortega is going to say that's a blocking foul against Peyton West. That's going to be his second. They're saying he was shooting, but Danny Chandler says it was on the floor, but it'll be a 1-on-1 either way. Callahan coming in for West. 43.1 showing on the game clock. 10-point game. Ortega can become the leading scorer if he can knock down even just one of these. But of course, like Rozier, he's got to make the first one to get the second one. Official had to believe Sweat got on the ball, so official had to go take care of that. Frankie will exit. Ortega hit the line, makes the first one. 9-point game. Cheerleaders and Wesley the Bulldog on the baseline trying to distract him. He missed that one. That one looked over the back, but no call. Now a feed from Brown to Ortega. Ortega does get the putback, so he exchanges the missed one for a 2. And it's an 8-point game, 7-point game, sorry. Rozier gets it. Gets stopped on the outside. Back behind the back feed to Ray Tyler, but he's going to slow it down. Wesleyan's going to bleed a little bit of clock. There is about a 4-second differential in game and shot clock, 4 to 5 second difference. Ray Tyler trying to go baseline, feed over to Hardrick. Hardrick comes into the lane. Finger roll was down and bounces out. Now Kelly up to Smith. Smith looked like he walked with it. Trying to get a 3 off at the buzzer, and he hits it. Wow. Big shot by E.J. Smith. Cuts the lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. Down to 4 at the half. So Bulldogs, led by as many as 11 twice in this first half. They started the game on a 7-0 run, but they will take the 4-point lead into the locker room. We'll be back, take a few minutes break here on the Bulldog Digital Network, and then bring you some first half stats right before the start of the second. You're watching the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network as we approach the start of the second half. Bulldogs clinging to that 4-point lead, 38-34, just walked by Coach Ray Stone as they came out of the locker room and told him, let's keep the pedal to the metal. And he said, that last three hurt us, but we're going to try. Run down some stats for you real quick. As a team, Wesleyan shooting 51.7% from the field, 15 of 29. That is just over their average of 50.4. Again, they're the best shooting team in the conference. 4 of 10, 40% behind the arc, 4 of 7 from the line, 57.1%. Got to make more of those free throws. On the other side, Truett McConnell, 39.4%, 13 of 33. That is well below their average of 47.9, almost 48. 2 of 7 behind the arc, 28.6, but the biggest one was that buzzer beater at the end of the half. 6 of 9, 66.7% from the free throw line. Turnovers, Wesleyan losing that one by 1, 6-5. Truett McConnell's gotten 6 points off of the 6 turnovers. Wesleyan has gotten 6 points off of the 5 turnovers by Truett McConnell. Rebounding stats, Wesleyan, they crashed the boards pretty hard, but only credited with 14 compared to the 19 for Truett McConnell. 9 offensive, 10 defensive for the Bears, 5 offensive, 9 defensive for Tennessee Wesleyan. Wesleyan has assisted on 10 of 15 made shots. They've been very unselfish today. That's a big stat for them. Whereas Truett McConnell, 2 out of 13 made shots they've assisted on. Wesleyan with 3 blocks to 0 for Truett McConnell. TMU has 3 steals, Wesleyan with 2. Leading scorer for all players is Ortega with 9 points, 3 rebounds. On the other side for Tennessee Wesleyan, it is Darius Rozier leading with 8 points, 4 rebounds. He's 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 behind the arc, 1 of 3 from the line. 7 points by Jonathan Webb. He's 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 behind the arc. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 6 points for both Peyton West and Kobe Pride. 5 points for Ray Tyler. 4 points for Elisha Mayberry. And 2 points for Cameron Montgomery. So the Bulldogs will have the ball to start the second half. They will be moving from our right to our left here. James L. Robb Gymnasium. Jared Wright bringing you this Appalachian Athletic Conference doubleheader. Truett McConnell spent a lot of time in the locker room at halftime. Only probably got 2 minutes of warm-up time. Wesleyan was back out fairly quickly. Made their adjustments. But we will get set for Wesleyan. It'll be the as they try to get that set, and I'll fix the one here on the stream. We'll try this. It'll be 26 on the I think they're trying to figure this out at the scores table. But anyway, the starting 5 back out there for Wesleyan. Frankie, Smith, Brown, Kelly, and Ortega, the starting 5 back out there for the Bears. And so as West controls it, Mayberry on the far block, he's calling for it. They get it to him. Trying to take his man off the dribble. He does. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Pride battling Brown for the rebound, but Brown comes away with it. Up the floor. Truett McConnell with it. It's going to be Smith. Feeds into the near side. Kelly, a running jumper is good. That cuts the lead down to 2, 38-36. Ray Tyler with it out front. Truett McConnell extending their defense against him further out. Pride comes to the high post. He'll set a high screen for Ray Tyler. He rolls on it, but Tyler couldn't get it over the defender to him. Now 3 from Mayberry is no good. They're going to get Kobe Pride with his 3rd foul. And that's going to be big for Tennessee Wesleyan. So it'll be a chance for Truett McConnell to take the lead or at least tie it up here. Not even 2 minutes played. Frankie inside, he gets it going, and we've got our first tie of the ball game. 38 all. Now Wesleyan looking to take the lead right back. West feeds it down low to Pride, working against Frankie. Sky hook, he misses it, but he'll get the foul and draw the third on a knock of Frankie. So Kobe Pride will step to the line. 85.7% shooter on the season. Pride makes the first one. 39-38. And the second one. He'll take a seat. Darius Rozier will check in for him. Frankie with it away from the basket, far side. Now setting a screen for Kelly was Brown. He's moving the whole time. No call on that moving screen. Feed it down low to Frankie, working against Rozier. Rozier trying to play him straight up. Knock of Frankie trying to get going. He'll knock the ball game up at 40 all. Second time he has tied this one up. West trying to go all the way in. Frankie blocks it at the goal. Rozier gets the putback though, and Wesleyan back in front by 2. Coach A has seen his team come out in the second half much better than the first, and Wesleyan trying to just weather their run. Frankie pushing off. No call, gets it inside. Trying to spin move. Gets Rozier in the air, but cannot make the bucket, and a good job by Rozier defensively to not commit the foul. Now he'll set a screen for Ray Tyler. Tyler goes opposite of it. Bounce pass feed to Mayberry. Layup is good. Wesleyan back in front by 4. Now starting to get a little bit of breathing room once again. Need a big defensive stop. Man-to-man defense. Ortega drives left side. Kick out to E.J. Smith, the man that hit the buzzer beater. Cannot get that one going. Brown gets it. And Brown's going to get the bucket and the foul. He got away with an elbow in there. That was 13. Elijah Mayberry with his first. Team second of the half. I will agree with Coach Ray Stone on that one. Brown kind of shoved his shoulder into that. And you've seen that called more in this time frame of basketball, but ball don't lie, and that one's over the back. That's a good makeup call right there. Ortega's going to pick up his first foul. And so now Wesleyan still with a 2-point lead. Ray Tyler bringing up the floor. Rozier sets a screen for him. Ray Tyler trying to get away from him. Rozier outside. Ortega is going to punch it away, and then Darius Rozier is going to pick up the foul against him. That's the third foul. And so now Truett McConnell a chance to tie or take the lead. Mayberry guarding Brown. Jump ball will give it to Truett McConnell. And Wesleyan will have it on the next possession. And it looks like somebody has lost a contact. Because they're going to have to try to look at down on the floor and see this, and the only way you're going to see a contact is to get down on the floor and try to look at it from eye level, but nonetheless, It'll be Truett McConnell ball underneath. I think one of the assistants sees it. And so somebody out there with only one contact in. Ortega catches it off the inbounds, tries to go inside, and he's going to be blocked but fouled by Jonathan Webb. That one doesn't appease the fans here. Jonathan Webb is outstanding at blocking shots, tied for 13th in the conference. Averages just under 1 a game. So Ortega at the line. Makes the first one. Chance to knot it up here. (16:24) to play in this ball game. Ortega does knot it up at 44 all. Third time we've been tied, and all of them coming here in the first 4 minutes of the second half. Ray Tyler far side with it. Feed it down low to Rozier. Back to the basket. Trying to go up strong. Gets the bucket inside. Here's Ortega with it. He's had the hot hand lately. Loses the handle on it. Ball's on the ground. Rozier gets it out to West. Pass is intercepted at midcourt by E.J. Smith. And he'll get the lay in and knots this game right back up at 46 all. So a little defensive stand by Wesleyan, but then they turn it over at midcourt. Ray Tyler with it, just trying to take Ortega on. Pump fake, doesn't get the foul, but he gets the bucket to put Wesleyan back in front. 48-46. Outside with it is Smith. Ray Tyler is on the floor. He got ran over by E.J. Brown. Couldn't get back up. Now Brown sets a screen. Ortega tries to get away. Jumper doesn't get the roll. Ball's on the ground again. Rozier battling for it. They're going to get a trip on Truett McConnell, it looks like. Yep, that's going to be on Brent Kelly. His second. Team third. So it'll be Tennessee Wesleyan's ball. Coach Ray Stone asking Ray Tyler if he got ran over or what happened. Number 3, Akil Covington back into the ball game for Truett McConnell. Wesleyan gets it in to Peyton West, and C.J. Brown right there on him. West across midcourt. Feed down low to Rozier. Rozier backing his man down. Sky hook in the lane. Gets the shooter's touch. Bulldogs back in front by 4. We've seen this already, though, at 17:06 left. Now Covington flips it up to Brown. They swing it around the perimeter. Feeding it inside. Seats. Reverse layup feed there to E.J. Smith is good. Big man with the assist. 2-point game. Again, Wesleyan led by 11 twice in the first half and 9 several different times. But it has not been anything more than 4 points here. That one's going to be on Ortega, his second, team fourth. And so Ray Tyler will step to the line. 63% shooter on the season. Makes the first one. 3-point game. This one showing signs of the first two, or the two of the top 3 teams in the conference. Both of them tied for first place. Feed into Sitz is good. 51-50. 1 point game. Ray Tyler with it. Union also at the top. Union and Truett both 4-0. Wesleyan at 3-0, but everybody is an even 100 on the season. E.J. Brown is going to travel with it. Big call there. Stops the easy lay in. And Coach A has seen enough for a minute. Ortega's going to step out. So is Covington. Number 1, Cooper Rubio from Loganville, Georgia will step in. And it will be Brent Kelly coming back as well. And Peyton West, miscommunication between him and Ray Tyler. Sends it out of bounds. Teray comes back in for Truett McConnell. Far side, E.J. Smith. Torrey was setting a moving screen the whole time, but they'll give it to Rubio. Rubio dishes it off there to Kelly. Kelly gets stuck at the high post. Torrey with it. Finds E.J. Smith open for 3 in the corner, and he drills it. And Truett McConnell has their first lead of the ball game. With 12:45 to play and up by 2. Bulldogs with a chance to tie or take the lead right back. Feed into Jonathan Webb. Lay-in is good on the finger roll, and we're knotted up once again. The 5th time we have been tied here in the second half. Rubio, far wing, puts it on the floor, works to the top of the key. They're going to get Peyton West with a foul here. It's going to be his 3rd, team 5th. So it is getting a little sloppy for both teams here down the second half stretch. Still not even midway through it though. Inbounds comes to Rubio. He'll just hand it right back to E.J. Smith. Top of the key, E.J. Smith going for another one. That one missed high. Ball ends up into the hands of Ray Tyler. Trying to push the pace, but they don't have numbers. It was a 1-on-4 break. West has it poked away momentarily, regains it. Mayberry calling for it down low. They got to get it to him. He's got a mismatch down there. Ray Tyler open for 3. From the left side is good. Gives Wesleyan the lead back, 56-53. Good feed by Mayberry. Crowd getting into it here for the Bulldogs. Inside, Torrey. Looked like he had walked, but no call. Now he comes down over the back of Mayberry. Still no call, but Eli Mayberry, good job of staying with that one. Now they lose it, and there's going to be a hold. That one's going to be on Rubio. His first, team 5th. All 11's on the game clock. Ray Tyler gets it into Peyton West. West trying to use the screen at the top of the key. He could have had an open shot, but instead he'll feed it down to Rozier. Rozier stuck. That one's tapped out of bounds underneath by Truett McConnell, so it'll be Ray Tyler keying it in underneath on the corner. And when I say corner, it's literally the corner down there. I don't think the camera can even swing to that side. 8 on the shot clock. Rubio out. R.J. Bryant back into the ball game for Truett McConnell. Peyton West gets it. Gives it up to Ray Tyler, trying to go back to back, and he does. Just like that, the Bulldogs are back on top by 6. And that's it. Truett McConnell wants to talk about it. They'll take a timeout, and we'll join them here on the Bulldog Digital Network, where the Bulldogs lead it 59-53. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Jared Wright bringing you the action in this Appalachian Athletic Conference doubleheader. The Bulldogs have given up the lead about 2 minutes ago. It's a 2-point lead for Truett McConnell, but then Wesleyan comes back and ties it up. And then back-to-back threes by Ray Tyler have the Bulldogs in front by 6 with 10:44 to play. Still a lot of basketball in this one. But at least a 2-possession game here for the Bulldogs. High screen from Frankie. Kelly bounce pass out to Smith. Smith baseline jumper short. Big rebound by West. Now Webb up in front. Defense overplays him. It's tipped away. Mayberry for 3. Back to back go the Bulldogs. Mayberry lots it up from outside. 9-point lead. Now that's going to be the 4th on Peyton West. So Wesleyan's going to have to get another point guard in there. Ray Tyler can run the point, but it's going to be Cam Montgomery to come in. Rozier ties his shoe real quick. It'll be a side out of bounds coming. Mayberry, the top 3-point shooter in the conference. Percentage-wise, 62.5 coming into today's matchup. He's 50% there today. He's got 9 points. Tyler and Rozier with 14 points to lead all scorers. Three-pointer is up and good. Answered back there by Kelly. 6-point game once again. Kelly's in double figures now at 12. Drive by Mayberry, trying to feed it to Webb. Webb went over and back, so couldn't be the first man to touch it. And so the Bulldogs turn it over. After 3 good offensive possessions, a turnover there. Kelly with 12, second leading scorer for Truett McConnell. A.J. Smith with 13. Frankie has it out on the NAIA logo. Smith on the wing, Webb right there with him. Montgomery out there guarding him. Now it's going to be Bryant for a 3. Missed it. Mayberry skies for a big rebound. His 4th of the game. Montgomery calling it out, dishes it off to Webb. Webb's looking for Ray Tyler, but instead he goes down low to Rozier. Rozier back to the basket against Frankie. No look pass to Mayberry, has to regain control of it. And they'll reset with 5 to shoot. Got to do something quick. Shot clock down to 4. They're going to get a foul called there against Brent Kelly, his 3rd, team 6th. So one more foul for either team will put the others in a 1-on-1 opportunity. E.J. Smith will get a breather. Ortega back into the ball game. Darius Rozier gets the inbounds from Ray Tyler. He'll set the offense. They got a fresh 20 off the foul. Cam Montgomery with it. Now gets it to Mayberry. Kick out near side. Ray Tyler takes another 3. Too strong. Frankie gets the rebound just before Mayberry can get to it. Coming up the floor quickly there as Kelly feeds it along the baseline. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Torrey. That was a good sell. Good job by Darius Rozier. Took an elbow to the face. Torrey wants to appeal the call, but that's not going to work out for him. Clean up the moisture on the floor. Darius Rozier putting the body on the line. 8:25 to play in this one. Bulldogs still in front, 62-56. Mayberry and Tyler across midcourt together. It's Tyler with the ball, gets it up to Webb. Cam Montgomery with it, gets it over to Ray Tyler in the near corner. Rozier thought about the 3. They leave him open. He's going to take it. Off the back iron, Ray Tyler gets the offensive rebound, mishandles it, but he'll control it once again. Gets stuck in a double team, and this one is going to be kicked around. Still kicked around. That's going to go off of Ortega's foot. Torrey pleading his case that Mayberry fouled him, but Wesleyan is battling down the stretch here, keeping this 2-possession lead. 7:47 to play. Montgomery gets the inbound. Coach Ray Stone's going to join us post-game, so be sure to stick around here for that one. Montgomery into the lane, and that's going to be a block. That's what they're going to call on Torrey, and that's going to be his 4th. I don't know that the back official wasn't going to overrule that and call a charge, but maybe they said he was in the restricted area, but nonetheless, it's going to be C.J. Brown coming back to the scores table. Montgomery at the line. First one bounces out. Again, Wesleyan has lost the last 3 in a row to Truett McConnell. Series knotted up at 11 apiece. And Montgomery does make the second one. 7-point game. Quickly in transition, Frankie lay in, no good. Rozier and him battling. They're going to get a foul on Rozier. Underneath. Looked like a good battle, but nonetheless, Frankie will step to the line. 40% shooter on the season. Looking for his 7th and 8th point of the night. It will be a 2-shot foul. $7:23 to play in this one. Frankie makes the first one. Six-point game. Looks like there's some moisture on the floor, so they're going to get that cleaned up. Right where Darius Rozier was standing, so they're going to try to get that cleaned up. Him and Mayberry are going to switch sides. As Mayberry and R.J. Bryant are chatting it up a little bit. And Frankie missed that, and that's got to be, yep, there we go. C.J. Brown's going to get called for the foul on the box out. That's the 9th foul. Both teams in the bonus. So Darius Rozier will step to the line. 1 for 3 on the free throws coming up. Chance to improve on that. Out there for Wesleyan, you got Cameron Montgomery, Jonathan Webb, Lasha Mayberry, Ray Tyler, and Darius Rozier. And it's Rozier at the line. And it just bounces and rolls off the front of the rim. So still a 6-point game, 7:18 to play. A lot of time left in this one. Wesleyan needing the clock to run, but also need to get a stop here. Feed down low to Frankie. Rozier trying to play him straight up. Battling hard. Bryant lost the handle, kind of slipped. Able to stay with it. Ray Tyler thought he had it, but didn't work out. And instead, a fall-away jumper is good there for Brent Kelly. 4-point game. Webb on the left wing. Sounds past to Rozier. Fake the pass inside to Webb on the cut. Now Ray Tyler trying to make something happen offensively. Webb's going to take a 3. Too strong off the back iron. Kelly brings it across the time stripe. Kelly has it poked away by Cameron Montgomery, but Brown saves it. He'll find Bryant in the near corner. In and out that one goes, and the ball's tipped into the hands of Ray Tyler. He'll push the pace, finds Webb on the left side. Webb inside. It's tipped away. Montgomery has it. Wesleyan will reset. Mayberry, near corner. Frankie guarding him. He's by Frankie, and he just lays it in over the front. Great take off the dribble by Elisha Mayberry. 6-point lead for Wesleyan. Montgomery hit the deck. He's back up now. Brown feeds Frankie. A little pump fake. Rozier right there with him. Rozier, good defense. And Brown just shoves Cam Montgomery to the floor. That's going to be the double bonus for Tennessee Wesleyan. So Cameron Montgomery going to the line. Chance to push it to a 3-possession lead with 5:33 to play in this one. Appreciate you tuning in to the Bulldog Digital Network. Jared Wright will be back in action at 12 o'clock noon on Saturday as St. Andrews comes to town. Montgomery does make the first one. Peyton West back into the ball game, Kobe Pride. Peyton West getting set to come back in. Montgomery with another one. It's only a single game. Women not in action on Saturday. Then both teams will be on the road at Milligan next Tuesday. Montgomery misses the second one. Exactly 5.5 to play. Torrey sends it over to E.J. Smith. Smith trying to get an open look. Up and under, he's going to draw the foul, and let's see if that's going to be Webb or Prod. And that one's going to be on. And so it'll be E.J. Smith at the line. Makes the first one. 6-point lead for the home Bulldogs. Cam Montgomery will check out Peyton West now into the game. He spent a few minutes there at the scorer's table. Missed it. Prod gets a rebound in front of Frankie. Webb trying to come off a back screen from Mayberry, but they come near side to West. West now gets it down to Prod. He's double teamed back out. Wesleyan trying to move it quickly. This one bounces off of Torrey's face and into the hands of Kelly. Smith for three. Drills it. We got a 1-possession game and a timeout on the floor called by Truett McConnell. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds. .451 remaining in this one. And E.J. Smith has just hit another big three. Once again, he hit one at the end of the first half to cut it to 4, and this one cuts it to 3. Wesleyan, big offensive possession for him right here. They will have it. 94 feet to go. Peyton West is going to try to get the inbounds from Mayberry. Now coming up to get it is Ray Tyler helping him out there. Coach A wanted 5-second call, but got close. West left wing loses the handle on it. Now this one's tapped away by Frankie. Frankie is going to slam this one home to cut it to 1. 4.5 to play. Wesleyan, a big offensive possession here. They gave away the lead with 12:45 to play in the second half, 53-51 off a made three-pointer. But now they need to keep this lead and keep adding to it here. Up by 1. Ray Tyler driving. Kick out to Webb. Extra pass to West in the corner. No good. Webb going for the rebound, and it's got to be a foul, but goes out of bounds. They'll say off of Torrey. So Wesleyan staying alive. Shot clock at 20. 4:01 exactly remaining. West gets the inbound lob. Mayberry top of the key. Short off the front rim. Taken in there by Kelly. He'll push the pace. Goes left side of the lane. Blocked by Mayberry. Good defense by Elisha Mayberry down the stretch. West with the point. Now feeds it to Mayberry, and Mayberry slams it over Frankie. What a dunk. What a take and a feed from West to Mayberry. Now a block by Webb. Pride gets it back to Webb. Webb to Tyler. Tyler layup, reversed, is good. Wesleyan turning it on here down the stretch, up 5. Coach A wants a timeout, and the Bulldogs offense has come alive. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Wesleyan, some outstanding firepower from Elisha Mayberry and Ray Tyler. Push it back to a 2-possession game and a 5-point lead. 3 minutes to go exactly in this one. It's E.J. Smith working against Ray Tyler. A lot of players slipping all over the floor. Torrey gets it inside. Now they're going to get a foul on the floor against Tennessee Wesleyan. Be a 1-on-1 opportunity anyway. That one's going to be on Mayberry, his second. Team 9th. So it'll send Torrey to the line, 55% shooter on the season. Perfect 2 of 2 there today. Half of his 4 points he's had. 2:48 showing on the game clock. Now they're trying to, I think Truett McConnell is trying to figure out who's going to line up at the free throw line and who's not. Missed free throw, rebounds tipped over into the hands of Ray Tyler. So a big miss there. Gives Wesleyan the break. Mayberry between the circles, gets it over to Ray Tyler. Truett McConnell going to try to extend their defense and be right in their face the whole time. Ray Tyler, 5-second call has started. Now he's got to make a move. Looking for help from Pride. Kelly comes away with the steal and takes the timeout. And by my counts, that is the last timeout that Truett McConnell has. And we'll take it with him back in 60 seconds. All right, 2:22 to play. Truett McConnell's ball. Wesleyan still up 70-65. It's Ortega with it, working against Ray Tyler. Torre gets it into the lane, and he gets the bounce. Just kind of floated throughout the air there. Cuts it down to a 3-point game. Mayberry away from the basket. Near corner comes to Webb, and Wesleyan is just going to try to let the clock run. It's at 13 on the shot clock, 1:45 on the game clock now. West with it. Had a double high screen, but instead trying to beat his man off the dribble. Bounce pass out is saved by Webb. Webb, fall away 15-footer is good. Jonathan Webb pushes it back to a 5-point game. Far side, Ortega with it. Pull up three around the screen. He's got it. 72-70. This one coming down to the wire. Difference is Truett McConnell has no more timeouts. Inbounds comes to Ray Tyler. 1:05 to play, 72-70. Said it before, but this one a big offensive possession for the Bulldogs. Kobe Pride with it. He's had a lot of foul trouble tonight, so it's been quiet for him. Webb, extra pass to Pride. Pride sidesteps the defender, and there he goes. 2-possession game, 74-70. Frankie underneath too far, and Pride goes up with him, and Pride's going to foul out of the ball game. And so that's the 5th on Pride. His day will end in double figures with 5 rebounds. Rozier will give him a hand slap on the way by. 41.8 showing. Frankie at the line. He's got 2 shots coming his way. This is the double bonus, but also a shooting foul. And he missed the first one. Everyone on the line was playing that one as a 1-and-1, but there'll be another one from Frank. Mayberry trying to get it in. Wesleyan needs help. That was close to a 5-second call, but they turned it over anyway. Now Kelly goes baseline. 3 by Smith is up, no good. Ball's tipped up. Smith comes away with it. And now he's going to get fouled by Mayberry, just forcing something up. And so Mayberry is going to pick up his 3rd. And so E.J. Smith was trying to tie this one up with a 3 from the corner. Missed it. But the ball got tipped around enough that it ended up into his hands. Comes across the lane and throws up a prayer and gets bailed out with the whistle. And he misses the front end. 28.7 remaining. So the shot clock will still be active. Smith with 17 points to lead all scorers. Mayberry only 2 points behind him. Make that another one. 18 points. 2-point game. And Coach Ray Stone wants to talk this one over. We'll take the full 60 seconds with him. Back in just a moment on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Jared Wright bringing you the final few seconds of this one. 28.7 on the game clock. Wesleyan in front, 74-72. They have 94 feet to go. They do have 4 timeouts. Inbounds comes to West. Ortega right there on him, and that one's going to be a foul. And Bryant doesn't like the call, but had him wrapped up the entire time. And so it'll be 2 free throws coming for Peyton West. He's another guy with 4 fouls, 83% shooter, 6th in the conference on that number. He makes the first one. That's a big one. 74-72 or 75-72. 25.6 remaining. This one will make it a 2-score game. Torre and Frankie into the ball game. Brown and Bryant out. Missed it. Rebound comes off to Kelly. He's going to try to push the pace. Hard screen from E.J. Smith. Gets open, but can't get the 3 off. Kelly trying to get inside. Now he'll take the shot. Gets the foul and the bucket, and that one, maybe Bell out. That one's on Webb, his 3rd. That one he was trailing the play. It didn't look like he hit him at all. And Kelly will stand at the line, a chance to tie this one up. 14.1 remaining. Rozier and Mayberry on the bottom of the block. Going to have to box out the big man, Frankie and Torre. Missed shot. West gets the rebound, and he's going to draw the foul. That one's going to be on Kelly, his 4th. And so 2 free throws once again for West. 11.8 remaining in this ball game. Didn't look like it was going to come down to the stretch like this, but it has. Again, Wesleyan led in the first half by 11, but Truett McConnell rattled off 7 straight points in the final 2 minutes to end the half. Down by 4. West misses the first one. Normally a great free throw shooter at 83%, but he's now 2 of 5 on the night. Makes that one. 2-point game, 76-74. 11.8. Inbounds comes to Ortega. Back to Torre. Over to Kelly. Kelly has been the guy that they've been going to. Almost loses the handle. Clock down to 3. E.J. Smith takes a shot at the buzzer and misses it. Wesleyan avoids the man hitting 2 buzzer beaters and comes away victorious, 76-74. They had a good look at it, but it falls just short and favors Wesleyan there on that one. And the Bulldogs stay unbeaten here inside the Appalachian Athletic Conference play. And they are 3-0 at home, 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the conference, and they've won, of course, 5 straight ball games. Truett McConnell drops their 2nd of the year and stops their 4-game winning streak. They go to 2-2 on the road, 4-1 inside the conference play. Bulldogs needed every person out there tonight to get it done. A lot of foul trouble, cost them quality minutes from a lot of players. But I know Coach Ray Stone will be pleased with the win, and he'll be joining us in just a few moments, so stick around for that. But the Bulldogs able to stay with it late and get the victory against Truett McConnell. Again, these 2 teams were tied at the top of the standings along with Union, so that leaves Wesleyan and Union at the top of the AAC unbeaten. And those 2 teams will square off December 10th up at Union. So Barberville, Kentucky, there's a lot of games to be played between now and then, but Tennessee Wesleyan and Union squaring off on the 10th at Barberville will be a huge matchup. Again, Wesleyan on Saturday, we'll have that tip-off here at 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock tip, only a single game. And that is against St. Andrews as they come over from Laurinburg, North Carolina, to get that contest set off. Then both the men and women of Tennessee Wesleyan will travel to Milligan on Tuesday before they welcome Point to town on the 30th, right after the Thanksgiving holiday. That's on a Wednesday night. We'll have that broadcast for you as well. And then they will be on the road for the next two games after that at Bluefield and then the one at Union to kind of wrap that up. So let's take just a quick little break here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Then Coach Ray Stone will join us for a post-game interview to talk about his team's big win over Truett McConnell here at home. Back in just a few minutes. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, stay with us for the audio broadcast of Coach Ray Stone's post-game interview. Let's go ahead and run down some stats for you. Wesleyan finishes the game shooting 55.8% from the field, above their season average, 29 of 52. They assisted on 18 of 29 made baskets. They're 7 of 19 behind the arc, 36.8%, 11 of 20 from the charity stripe. So that's one area I know they'll want to improve, 55%. Truett on the other side, 46.7%, 28 of 60 from the field, 37.5, 6 of 16 from behind the arc, 12 of 22, 54%. So neither team doing well shooting the free throws here tonight. Points off of turnovers, 21 points off of Wesleyan's 15 turnovers for Truett McConnell, 6 points for Wesleyan off of 7 turnovers by Truett McConnell. Wesleyan does out-rebound them 34 to 32. Let's see, 11 offensive, 23 defensive, 18 assists, as I said, for Tennessee Wesleyan, 5 blocks, 3 steals to round out the stats and team stats. But Coach Ray Stone has joined us, and Coach, it came down to the last shot that could have tied it up, but the man that you said we gave up a buzzer beater in the first half, he about tied it up right there, but your team battled and withstood the storm against the strong Truett McConnell team.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a battle. We got off to a good start in the first half, but we knew they were going to make a run and everything, so we know it would come down to a close game. Don't like the close games, but, sometimes it happens as part of basketball.
And that's a team, this Truett McConnell team, they'd won the last 3 matchups against you all.
Yes.
One guy that I know, just kind of watching him and calling some of the games here and even going on the road a few years ago, Anaki Frankie, you kind of held him very quiet compared to normal. He ended up with 10 points by the end of the night, but really kind of shut him down. It was some of their guard play that was getting to you all.
Yeah, of course, he was the one of the guys that's hurt us, like you said, the last 3 meetings. They beat us both times last year, and so we kept that in the back of our head, and we want to try to break that streak. And of course, he's an all-conference guy, and so we try to do our best against him, not let him get going. Because once he gets going, then the others gets going too. So, but like you said, their guard play is very good, and they got some really strong guards.
Truly, I want to say it's a total team effort tonight. You got 5 players in double figures, but you kind of had foul trouble with some key players early on. But guys like Eli Mayberry stepping up, Ray Tyler continuing to play strong, Cam Montgomery coming in not on the stat sheet wise, but playing some good quality minutes to kind of help and hit a game winner this week as well. But just kind of all-around good team effort.
And, we talk about that. We're missing Ty Patterson. So we've been very fortunate to be able to keep winning games with our leading scorer, and that speaks volumes for the rest of the team. Hopefully we can learn from this when we do get him back and get him healthy, and it gives the other guys confidence and knowing what they can do and just kind of have, more weapons than just one.
Coach, team overall, I know there's some shots that, you're praying they go in, but one of your best shooting nights, you're top in the conference in shooting, and it looks like all the guys are seeing the ball go in very well.
Well, that's one of the things we try to do. We work on shooting a lot, spend a lot of time doing that. And, we preach on sharing the basketball, letting everybody get a chance, trusting in your teammates, and creating for your teammates because they'll create for you. So.
Yeah, I said before you got up here, 18 assists on 29 made buckets. That's a good number to have as a coach. It means you're sharing the ball very well. And you overcome the turnover bug kind of hit you tonight a little bit, 15 of them. Yeah. They're a very athletic team, but able to kind of withstand that even though you gave up 21 points to them on those 15 turnovers. Yeah. But what do you all have to do? I know one thing you're going to say is probably free throw shooting. Because it wouldn't have come down
That's
the
the last words I said when I came out of that locker room just then. I said 2 words, free throws.
Yeah.
And we spent time. I mean, we shot some today. We shot – yesterday at practice, and that's just one of the things that we've had a few games where we shot it well. So we're just in a slump right now, and so, but like you mentioned earlier, we picked up on other areas to kind of offset the missed free throws.
You got St. Andrews coming to town at 12 noon on Saturday, only game that day, but what do you kind of a quick turnaround, really? You got the day tomorrow. What do you got to do to prep for the nights coming in?
We just got to watch film. We do it a game at a time. So, kind of fortunately, we watched when Brian played St. Andrews. So, got to kind of look at him a little bit there, but we were more focused on Brian. But spend a lot of time watching film, seeing what they're about, and then come in, like you said, it's a quick turnaround. Just kind of get off our legs a little bit, get some rest, and be ready because it's an early game on Saturday.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Congrats, 5-0 on the season, stay unbeaten in the conference, and up there with Union now. So target's on your back, but I know you'd like it.
Yes, sir. I'd rather have it that way.
Appreciate it, Coach.
I
Congrats.
appreciate it. Thank you, Jared.
Coach Ray Stone pleased with his team outside of the free throw shooting. Got to work on that, as he said. But I don't know a coach that doesn't say they got to work on the free throw shooting, and that's something that the Bulldogs will look to correct. But that will wrap up. Wait a minute. Let's run down the individual scoring for you. It was E.J. Smith with 18 points. Brent Kelly with Truett McConnell. On the other side, Mayberry paced the Bulldogs 15 points on 7 of 12 shooting, 1 of 3 behind the arc, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Had a huge dunk over Anaka Frankie. 14 points by Ray Tyler, 5 of 11, 3 of 6 and 1 of 2 from all the shooting categories, 5 rebounds, 3 assists as well. 14 points by Darius Rozier to go along, 6 of 8 shooting, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 1 of 4 from the line. 10 rebounds, so a double-double for him. Jonathan Webb with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 10 points by Kobe Pride, who spent much of the time in foul trouble, so he had 5 rebounds as well. And then 8 points for Peyton West with 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and then 4 points by Cameron Montgomery. All those coming at the free throw line, doing a good job of knocking those down. So once again, that'll wrap up our broadcast as both the men and women of Tennessee Wesleyan get the victories here against the visiting Truett McConnell University Bears, and they stay in good position in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. So our next broadcast here on the Bulldog Digital Network will be Saturday at 12. We appreciate you tuning in tonight and hope you will join us on Saturday afternoon for a little AAC matchup here as the Knights come to town before the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs head up to Milligan on Tuesday. But first, they'll take care of St. Andrews. Once again, the final score, 76-74, Tennessee Wesleyan in front. For the Bulldog Digital Network, this has been Jared Wright. Have a great night.